Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. How you guys doing? Still eating that Thanksgiving leftovers? Thanksgiving leftovers are good. That's the one thing about Thanksgiving stuff is it's a tradition, so you know what to do. So let me tell you what we would do when my grandmother was alive. So she'd make the big bird and all that, and we'd eat big Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, huge Thanksgiving dinner. Pies, cakes, and generally we celebrated with family. So we migrated from somebody's house to the next house, depending upon who'd had hosted it the year before, whatever. So my grandmother, when she would have it, man, it would be huge. I mean, and people loved coming to the ranch because once Thanksgiving was over, we could just go out in the pasture and play football, basketball, you name it. I mean, we had an old rinky-dink goal. Believe me, it's funny. I showed my son what I played basketball on, and he was like, "That's what you play basketball on?" It was, a basketball rim nailed on a piece of plywood that was sloped. We didn't even have it straight. My grandfather didn't even put it up straight. He probably let me do it, if I'm remembering correctly. But we would go, it was a blast. So people would love to do, so we'd go fishing or in most cases hunting because it was too cold to fish, but we'd go hunting afterwards and things like that. It was such a great thing, but I loved it. But here's what I really loved. I loved the leftovers because my grandmother knew how to get that turkey. She'd end up making a turkey hash, and we would eat turkey and waffles. I know people eat chicken and waffles, but we would eat turkey and waffles, and they were delicious. But she reconstituted whatever was left. And honestly, it was better the second time around because we had greens and the veggies were, we always had turkey, but the veggies were what blew me away. Corn casserole. She used to make this corn casserole where my grandfather would cut off barely cut off the ends of the corn, on a corn cob when it was cooked. And then he would scrape it down and get the corn juice. And then my grandmother would put some breading and some other stuff in there and make a corn casserole that was unbelievable. It was delish. My mouth is watering as I think about it. Oh, man. Love those days. And I love so much about growing up in a conservative way. Now, my grandparents were Democrats. You guys know this, but they didn't know they weren't Democrats. They'd been trained to be that way for so long. The Democrats had given so much. And I don't want to go through the history of it, but they were conservatives through and through. Or through and through. That's what I should have said, through and through. But they were conservatives. And I noticed that. So here's the thing. And I know this is why my grandmother used to get after me when I would tell her, I'd go, "You guys are not Democrats." At a young age, at 13 years old, I was like, "We're not Democrats." "Yeah, we are, boy. Be quiet." And my grandfather would chime in, "Be quiet." They would only scold me, but they would never threaten to whip me or anything like that. But they didn't like that I could see that they weren't that way. And it just dawned on me, it's the same problem leftists have today. They're mad for being wrong. They really are. Think about, you've been, you tell your kids, don't chew with your mouth open. Stop chewing with your mouth open. Or don't talk when you got food in your mouth. And then you're eating food and something comes up and you're talking with food and your son goes, "Hey, you got food in your mouth and you're talking, Daddy." Shut up, boy. Well, what? Do the rules not apply to you? Why do you say that? Why do your child says, you tell your kid, "Don't curse." And then you curse and your kid, "Yeah, you just cursed." Yeah. Well, there's nothing for you to say. Except, yeah, Daddy got it wrong. Daddy shouldn't have done that. But you get upset because you've been caught. You've been caught doing something wrong. See, we've been telling these leftists for a long time, "You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong." Here's what I would say to them. What do you do when you're so wrong? I'm talking about they are so blatantly wrong, they are angry at us. They want to set the rules. You should be good citizens. You should, don't womanize on the ladies and be kind to women and gentle to kids. And, Hollywood is a great place. And, get that education and all this. And then okay, great. So there are a set of rules of society that we should follow, right? Love thy neighbor, do unto others, blah, blah, blah. And then what do? They violate every rule. And when you go, wait a minute, wait, look at Conyers, look at Al Franken, look at Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, and you call them out. See, you've proven just how duplicitous they are, how disingenuous they are, frankly, how stupid they are. See, it's one thing for you to say it. Y'all are stupid. Y'all want Barack Obama as president? Y'all are stupid. And they're like, you don't even know. Shut up, Kevin. You're not so smart yourself. He's the smartest man ever. And then what does he do? Barack Obama goes out and proves you right, that he is stupid, nuttier than squirrel turds. And see, that's what you did. You called him out, and then he validated it. We told him the best president ever is a putz. They didn't believe us. Deep down, they knew we were right. They fought to stop the truth from coming out, folks. You want to know how they did it? You want to know how I can prove to you that they fought the truth from coming out about Barack Obama? After his first term, they elected him again. He had given them plenty of evidence to say, don't do it. Well, if I can't get the budget down after my first term, well, then, that should be the end of it. Well, it should have been the end of it. What did Barack Obama do that would make you go, woohoo, he was amazing after his first term? But you know what their rationale was? Well, he just haven't had enough time, man. Y'all got to give the brother some time. And white folks enablers are like, it'd probably be really good if we gave more time and let these policies kick in and things, and then we'd have a real barometer. No, you had your barometer. You knew exactly what was going to happen. You knew because we told you. And we gave you ample evidence. And you know what they said? You're a racist. You just don't want him to succeed. So what? His policies aren't working right now. If he gets to get more time, they'll work. Well, he's gotten more time. How's your Obamacare working out for you, huh? He's gotten everything he asked for. And it failed. And then you know what we went and did that really got him going? This really, peeved him off. We got Donald Trump elected. We elected a competent dude. See, if we had elected a knucklehead, somebody who was going to let the media dictate what they do and not really work on policy, not keep their promises, they'd be yeah, look at that Carly Fiorina. Yeah, how's she working out for you there, conservatives? And Carly would be shifting to the left. She'd be Hillary Clinton on steroids. And I'm just picking on her, but it could have been any of them. They would have been succumbing to the media juggernaut, the onslaught. Even the good guys, Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, others would have been like, wow, can't do anything right. But you know what Trump does? I don't care. And you know what else he's doing? He's effective. He shows you the difference between leadership and pikers. And what Trump did to get those guys back from overseas was a big deal. I hope he gets this other black cat that's over there. You know who I'm talking about, the football player? Stuck over there on a technicality. I hope he gets him back too. Everything they say about Trump blows up in their faces. And they're mad at you. Mad for being wrong. And you want to let them slide? Are you crazy? Get in their faces. Don't let them slide.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.